Today we're starting our unit on similarity. In this unit, we're going to be discussing what ratios and proportions are, how they can help us determine whether or not polygons are similar, and what similarity means. Then we'll be discussing similarity in terms of triangles and exploring similarity between all different types of triangles and what kind of information we need to do that. So today we're starting off with ratios and proportions. So what is a ratio? So a ratio is a comparison of two or more quantities through division. So suppose I have two quantities, A and B, where B is not equal to 0, because if it was, we can't really compare it using division. So there are three ways we could represent that ratio. The first one is to just represent it using division. So we would say A over B, right? We can write it the way we say it, A to B, right? We're comparing A to B. Or we can use another way, which is A colon B, which is read as A to B. So in each of these cases, we know that we're making a comparison through division of A to B. In every case, right, ratios should be simplified. So for example, if the ratio is 2 to 4, we can reduce that ratio to 1 to 2. So let's look at a couple of examples of how to write a ratio. So the example says, a music store has 40 trumpets, 39 clarinets, 24 violins, 51 flutes, and 16 trombones in stock. Give each as a simplified ratio. Number 1 asks us to relate trumpets to violins. So if we look at trumpets, the store has 40 trumpets, and we're comparing it to violins, so we'll see violins are 24 violins. So now we have our ratio, but we haven't simplified it yet. So what goes into both 40 and 24? We know that 8 goes into both of them. 40 divided by 8 is 5, and 24 divided by 8 is 3. 5/3 cannot be reduced, so we can leave our final answer as 5/3. You do not need to put it into an improper fraction, into a mixed number. You can leave it as an improper fraction. So now let's take one more look at another example. Let's look at flutes to clarinets. So if we look, it says that there are 51 flutes to 39 clarinets. And both of these numbers can be divided by 3. And if we do that, we get 51 divided by 3 is 17, and 39 divided by 3 is 13. So we get 17/13. So the ratio of flutes to clarinets is for every 17 flutes, there are 13 clarinets. Why don't you try the next two examples, and then move on to the next section when you're done.